There's a kind of psychology hidden inside people who grew up in the 1970s, a mindset that feels almost impossible to explain to anyone born after the 2000s. It's not just nostalgia, it's the result of a childhood that was a mix of silence, freedom, danger, and independence. The kind of upbringing that would probably get every parent canceled or arrested today. But those years shaped something powerful, something that still shows up in how they make decisions, handle stress, trust people, and survive. The 70s, a childhood without supervision. If you disappeared for 5 hours back then, nobody freaked out. Nobody had a smartphone, nobody shared locations. You just had a bike, a few friends, and they come home when the streetlights turn on. And guess what? Most of the time, even that rule was flexible. Growing up like this created a psychological superpower that's rare today, the ability to navigate life without constant instructions. People from the 70s still have this instinctive voice that goes, "It's fine, I'll figure it out," even when they have absolutely no clue what they're doing. That mindset didn't come from confidence, it came from survival. The parents who raised them. To understand the 70s generation, you need to look at their parents. Most of them were raised by moms and dads who lived through World War II or were born right after it. Imagine growing up with a parent who had seen real fear, real scarcity, real danger. Those parents didn't overshare, they didn't talk about their feelings, they didn't crumble under pressure. They handled life quietly because they had no other option. And whether they meant it or not, they passed that survival mentality straight to their kids. This is why people from the 70s matured early. Responsibility wasn't a lesson, it was the atmosphere. If something broke, you fixed it. If something went wrong, you adapted. If you needed help, you were the help. That creates a different kind of backbone. A generation forced to grow up faster. Kids in the 70s watched adults work long hours without complaining. They saw neighbors support each other without taking selfies of it. They saw people carry the weight of life without breaking down on social media. That shapes you. It teaches you that problems are normal, that life is serious but manageable, that responsibility isn't punishment, it's part of being alive. And that's why many people from the 70s still feel older today. Not physically, mentally. Their maturity didn't come from textbooks or podcasts. It came from watching real life unfold, unfiltered, right in front of them. The bridge between two worlds. This generation is unique because they lived in both worlds. They grew up in a slow, quiet, screenless world, and then lived long enough to see everything become fast, digital, algorithmic, and loud. That's why conversations with them hit different. They're grounded, present, unimpressed by fake personalities or online competition. Their confidence comes from experience, not validation. From responsibilities they handled before they even understood the word responsibility. They're living reminders that strength doesn't come from being taught. Strength comes from being tested. Now, let's talk about today's generation. Fast forward to anyone born after the 2000s. This generation had screens before they had coordination. Notifications, DMs, short videos, group chats. Their brain has been sprinting since childhood, and it shows. They get exhausted fast, they get overwhelmed easily, their attention disappears in seconds, because their mind is processing more information in a single day than a 1970s kid saw in an entire week. Social media gives them connection, but also constant pressure. They compare themselves without meaning to. They feel behind even when they're doing fine. Their brain never fully rests because the phone never stops talking. Even when they're quote, relaxing, they're scrolling, and scrolling is not rest. This generation is smart, creative, open-minded, but also mentally drained, overstimulated, and emotionally tired in ways older generations never had to face. They're surviving in a world that moves way faster than a human brain was ever designed for. Now, I want to hear from you. Here's the question. Which generation had it harder? The one that grew up with danger and independence, or the one growing up with pressure and overstimulation? And also, which side are you on? Before 1980 or after it? Tell me in the comments. I really want to see the mix here. If this video made you think differently, hit subscribe. We go deeper every single day. And drop a like so more people can find videos like this. Because this isn't just content, this is a community. A place for people who think deeper than the world expects. Let's grow together.